Agenda item number 1, the Commissioner's Office requesting the Board approve and execute the minutes for the meeting of May 5th, 2020. Any questions or comments? None? Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. And then number 2, the Commissioner's Office requesting the Board approve and execute the minutes for the meeting of May 12th, 2020. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, motion please.
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Aye.
Okay.
On June 2nd, Resolution 20-062, I approved, among other things, contract purchase order from Transit to Folsom Tires for their annual replacement tire purchases, vouchers of $2,000 from Water Resources to Thelsch Engineering Incorporated for condition assessment and evaluation of the collection tank at the Bellwood wastewater treatment plant, and revenue certification from Water Resources in their Chardon Township wastewater treatment fund for additional revenues needed. That's number 3. And number 4, on June 2nd, I approved for aging an unpaid leave of absence for Leah Byler, information and referral assistant, for 5.5 hours during payroll number 12, May 21st, 2020, due to a lack of sick and vacation time. Department of Development Building accepted the resignation of Jerry Blakey, multi-certified Inspector 2, to be effective June 5th, 2020, and granted permission to advertise for the position of multi-certified Inspector 2, number 1110. This position will remain posted until filled. And on June 8th, for Water Resources, approved hiring Matthew Moot to the position of maintenance worker, number 2330, to be effective June 29th, 2020, at the rate of $18.17 per hour with a 1-year probationary period. This offer of employment is contingent upon the successful completion of the required pre-employment conditions.
Okay, thank you, Jerry. Morning, Adrian.
Good morning. Okay, today's financials include an appropriations transfer to the sheriff for reimbursement of web checks and miscellaneous reimbursement checks that were deposited into the general fund. Also a supplemental from Water Resources in their Chardon Township wastewater treatment plant project sewer construction account. Encumbrances include 2 then and nows from the engineers to Corsa and East Ohio Gas for amounts not previously encumbered. Among the vouchers are $49,388.50 from the auditor to Treasurer State of Ohio for the 2019 financial audit and CAFR assistance, $80,138 from Water Resources to Valley Ford for a 2019 model year F450 4x2 extended cab truck, and $398,248.68 from Water Resources to Workman Industrial Service for pay request number 5 for the Auburn Corners upgrades and Troy Oaks conversion project. And that Ford truck, the Valley Ford F450, that was a carryover from 2019, so it was encumbered last year.
Very good. Any questions or comments? Okay. Could I please have a motion to approve the financials?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
And I'll stay up here for the next one. We're asking that the Commissioner's Office grant permission to advertise to hold a public hearing on Tuesday, June 30th, 2020 at 9:30 a.m. to discuss the 2021 tax budget. This public hearing will be advertised on June 18th, 2020, and on the county website. So as of yesterday, I have all the budgets
Okay.
finally, so there was one more that I was waiting for, and Jerry and I are going through working on those. I have some information I can send you all as to what the various increases and decreases were in everybody's budget from what was initialized.
Very good. Okay. Okay. Could we have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adrian. All right. Agenda item number 7, the auditor's office. This is
This is the FX lines
Yeah.
that they've been trying to get rid of for a number of years to save
Yes.
us some money. They finally got the 800 number up and running and in good shape. So now they're just asking for permission to eliminate the the FX lines.
Excellent. So this has been a lot of these duplicate lines that go to nowhere and a lot of carryover from the townships that were coming to the county.
The lines that allow the townships and the east and the southeast to be able to dial a local number,
Call in toll free.
call in all year.
Yeah.
800 number does the same thing, it's just an 800 number versus a local number.
And this was previously under the maintenance, right? They were,
Yes. So this was one of the issues where maintenance was paying for part of things and ADP was covering another thing, and this kind of always got kind of lost in the shuffle between the two.
yeah, and somewhat of, this was getting rid of a lot of added expense, I think. But,
Exactly.
you know, we had multiple phone bills coming in here for no real reason. So I appreciate the effort in untangling this thing. It was somewhat of a rat's nest, I think. Glenn will tell you a lot of this stuff in the auditor's office and getting this taken care of for sure.
Yeah, the numbers were basically, in order to justify continuing having the FX lines, we would have needed to have a phone call every minute, every day to cover that cost of what we were
Right.
saving on this.
Right.
So it's a huge savings.
Very good. Okay, so could we have a motion, please, on
So moved.
number 7?
Second.
Commissioner DeWort? Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Mr. Lynn, may
Yeah.
I comment?
Yes, sir.
As a township trustee.
Yeah.
I've been impacted by this, and I'm gonna watch to see how this happens. We're spending $1,000 a month on AT&T bills, or numbers that we don't use.
Mhm.
And so I've been working with the county, and I wanna give them kudos for the efforts that they've been making. I think we can take this to another level. There's a whole use of hard lines, or the standard phone line will be converted over to IP phones. And so I'm going to be working with Al at the IT department to see if we can't take it yet to another level and get some optimization. But I want to recognize the work that they've done, because they hopefully have saved us a bunch of money, and we'll be seeing that hopefully in our bills coming up. So we'll see, we'll monitor that, but I want to thank them for that.
Excellent. Thank you, Skip.
Big kudos to Al Keener and Al Monaco on this.
Yep.
They are really digging into this from the ADP.
And a lot of this stuff is from carrying over from back in the
Yes.
60s, you know, back when they had the board still, right? I mean, some of those lines through.
The fishing line and the tin can.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Yeah, we've gotten caught up, we're just starting to catch up with, we're like 1900s now, so we should be good.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to 2020.
Perfect. Very good. Okay. Moving along, the Board of Developmental Disabilities, do we have anyone here today? Yeah, oh, good. Hi. Yeah, you could just stay right there, that's fine.
Great. Yeah, we have a paving improvement and repair project that we're requesting you award a contract for. We took this out through a competitive purchasing program, and we believe that this pricing is very competitive. It's actually below estimates that our engineers provided us, so it represents a savings to the county.
And where exactly is this project going to be?
It's going to be on the Metzenbaum campus
Okay.
in two places. One, we need to expand some of the paving so that semis aren't driving on the grass. And another area, we need to make some improvements and repairs where it's currently starting to buckle, where school buses are driving over them.
Let me ask you, so this is for the back by the school bus area, or no?
It's back by the school bus area, and it's also by the residential homes
Okay.
in the middle of the campus there.
And are we leasing that out to the West Jagas?
That's correct.
Yeah.
When's the work scheduled to be done?
As soon as we can get the PO opened, the contractor is ready to start rolling.
And is this part of your 2020 budget then?
Yes, it is. We had planned for this project middle of last year, and so we budgeted for it in the 2020 budget.
I see. Okay. And what's the agreement, just out of curiosity, with West Jog on the school bus depot there? Do we own that facility, we own the building actually, and then we just start leasing that to them?
That's correct.
Okay. And do you know, just off the top of your head, roughly annually, what your
I want to say it's 98,000.
98,000
Yeah,
a year?
I believe so.
Okay.
I could double check and
Okay.
get it to you if you wanted, but
No, that's fine. won't hold you to it.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Any other questions or comments? No. If we could have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, Planning Commission. Linda, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Okay, this is a replat for Honey Valley Preserve located in Chester Township. Two sublots on the south side of Hunting Ridge Drive, sublots 10 and 11 are owned by County Line Estates. They had submitted to subdivide .1517 acres from each property and swap them so that the pond is fully located on sublot 10. And this was approved at the May planning commission.
Right. Any questions, comments from anybody?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Hi, Dylan. How are you?
Good. All right. All right, Dan, if you want to go ahead and get going.
Yeah, the Department of Development, building permits here to request that the commissioners waive the $200 vacation accrual for Larry Hyden for a time frame of 90 days through August 31st due to staffing shortages.
So moved.
Second. Things picking up with inspections and building and everything.
Yeah, so our numbers are down a little bit. Number of commits and inspections are down a little bit from last year. Financially, we're up from last year. But we,
Thanks, Tim.
in the builders you talk to that we've had interactions with, they all say that they're turning down jobs, that their calendars are booked up for the year. So it's a good sign that things are still moving on. So pretty steady.
Very good. Okay, motion, please.
I already have.
Oh, you got a motion?
I just
For-
need to vote.
Just a vote.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
And then the second item, just brought the whole staff here today to make a motion to execute a resolution for Mike Hollison on his retirement and his dedicated service of 37 years to Geauga County.
No. I asked him outside, I said, is it an RV or is it, what is it, a cabin? What are we doing?
Kitchen.
A kitchen, yeah.
It's a nice kitchen with a wine cooler and a bourbon cooler. Right.
Well, you've certainly been a cornerstone to this county for a long, long time. And I tell you, I've only been here a very short amount of time in that period of your working here. But I can tell you, I have heard nothing but positive out of your department and the way you've presented yourselves to, not only developers, but the residents in dealing with, I'm sure, a lot of different complex issues, but and the thing I appreciate a lot is that you've prepared this and with succession and passing the torch and putting us into a good position. I mean, this is a very important part of our economic development in this county, and so again, I just want to say thank you very much for everything you've done here. And if you could just real quick let everyone know the stats you have of all the different commissioners and prosecutors and everybody what was the numbers you had there, Mike?
8 administrators,
13 commissioners and 10 prosecutors.
Yep. I said, is that it? Yeah.
A lot of drink.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you very much. You've been, you're a solid guy and humble, quiet, and but very effective. And just wanted to say thank you very much for everything you've done here.
It's been a pleasure working with you, and it's not quite the way I wanted to go out with the pandemic and everything else.
Right. Right.
We're getting shorthanded in the building department, but it's time.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Thank you for the opportunity.
No, much respect, absolutely, Mike. Yep, thank you.
I want to say, Mike is such a steady worker. I've been on different jobs in the county. The building department's been running very smooth. And not only that, Mike's well known in the state. He's not just taking care of Geauga County, but he's been on numerous committees and officers, I think, an office of different committees. Which ones has Mike participated in?
Pretty much everyone that's been involved with our industry. He's at our local chapter of Faconio. He's done stuff for the state level chapter. He's done stuff with Ohio Floodplain Management. He's on the board for determining what electrical safety inspector classes get offered out through the state. He's been very involved with the entire industry and has been a good example for us younger guys coming up through ranks to take it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, enjoy your retirement.
Thank you.
That's a lot of institutional knowledge walking out the door, but again, I think you've done a very good job in setting the table. I know we've been talking about your retirement really since I got here, I think, but that's a good thing, in that you're preparing that and not leaving the county or the residents in a lurch, and it takes a lot of effort to do what you've done. And,
You're a good hand.
yes, sir. So, we're having a little party, right? A little get together. Isn't there a party scheduled?
Friday.
Friday?
At Bass Lake,
Bass Lake. Okay, what time is that?
4:30, 5 o'clock, whenever we get there.
In the morning?
Yes, we're going all day.
Okay.
We'll start with some mimosas and some Bloody Marys.
Excellent. All right.
Just sign the tab with Lisa, man.
Great. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Dan.
A motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You want to? Hey, let's get a quick. Mike, we'll get a quick social distance photo with it. Maybe you can hang this up. Show your grandkids. Yeah.
Hey, Lisa,
Yeah?
Lisa, come on up here. Dan,
Huh?
come on up here.
Come on, Elaine.
Larry.
Come on, Larry. Come on. Put your mask on.
Frame. Oh, yeah. You don't need to sign that. Yeah, your mask.
We're going with a mask on. You guys cool. You just have to get together. You guys are all like,
You gotta be 6 foot. Just hold your breath.
don't breathe on anybody.
There he is over here.
He's not in the picture.
Oh.
See, there you go. Don't socially distance.
Smile like you like each other.
Don't get shown the house. We'll all get a ticket.
We're all looking the same direction.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Everybody's eyes were open at your
Hands, I know that's a-
Yeah, right.
Thanks, folks.
Appreciate your help.
Yep, take care.
Okay. Okay, moving along. Maintenance.
This is just a request to go out for advertisement. Pat retired, so his last day was a couple weeks ago. With the county for 3 years. So we're just going out. I know there's a hiring freeze, but knowing how long it takes and getting applications and everything, That's what I'm looking at, is
So-
trying to do some time management.
Just to kind of expound on that, the hiring freeze, I mean, this is not the first department that's asked us to,
It was officially set to be through this coming Monday.
through this Monday.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to just address this right now and make a decision one way or another as far as do we want to continue the hiring freeze or not, or what do you guys think?
No, I think we need to I think that we just need to make sensible decisions. Like
Okay.
on this here, he needs somebody, if it's something that we're looking to expand into, we need to look at it.
Because I know in the planning commission this morning it came out, right, Linda, or did she leave? And I know there's others that are, we've had other people retire and things come and go, and we're continuing to stay busy and get busier. So I mean, we can do it on a case-by-case basis, obviously, but I mean, I don't, it seems as though we're,
Well, and it was like Tim and I were having a discussion this morning, fortunately for us, compared to a lot of other counties, we have not had an enormous amount of waste. Like, we don't have all these expendable employees that if they're here or not here, it doesn't matter. We've kind of, curbed a lot of that. So I think that, in a situation, like your department and some of these others, if they need to, retire and refill that position, I think that it's probably, if it's needed, I think our directors are being accountable to say, yes, it's needed.
I think what we've controlled is anybody adding additional employees.
Additional, yeah.
What we kind of had is the people who were, where it's a situation where you weren't expecting it, like
Right.
the building department's a good
Or-
example, where you got one of your main inspectors and you're busier than heck is moving to Columbus.
Right.
So it's not.
like Dave Favorites, his
The
department.
days, yeah.
Same
So
thing.
it's not, we've not added anybody.
Right.
It's kind of, I think that's been the biggest control, is that anybody who was thinking about adding additional employees has
Okay.
not done that.
Okay,
A lot of the folks I get are retired already, and they're just looking for
Sure.
something to get out of the house for a couple more years. Like Pat, I mean, he was only with us for 3 years, he retired from Willoughby or Willowwick, East Lake School System,
mhm,
so.
okay. Okay, I will, Jim, do you want to make a motion, please?
Yes, so move.
Second?
Yes.
Aye.
Yes. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
Yep,
Thank you.
okay, Steve?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I have 2 agenda items today this morning for you. The first one is amending the motion for May 28th. When when you approved the award amount for the bid to Trax Construction Company in the amount of, was over $5.1 million. The alternate, originally we added, it was actually a deduct, if you look at that alternate. That was for concrete versus asphalt in the plant site. So we need to change it to read in the amount of $5,077,215.49 for the option of alternate one is a deduction amount,
Okay.
$29,124.
So you're going with what, asphalt instead of concrete then?
Well, no, right now it's concrete.
Oh.
But if we decide to go asphalt, we're not 30,000, but we're not, we want concrete.
I see,
We got some heavy trucks going in there.
okay,
And then, as represented, lowest and best bid, so bid bond submitted shall be held to serve as the performance bond for this project.
okay. Do you want to read 13, please?
The Department of Water Resources is requesting the board amend the motion from May 28th, 2020 to correct the award amount to read award the bid to Trax Construction Company in the amount of $5,077,215.49 with the option of alternate one as a deduction amount of $29,124 as they represented the lowest best bid. The bid bond submitted shall be held to serve as the performance bond for this project.
Okay, motion, please?
So move.
Second?
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
And the next item is change order for the Auburn's wastewater treatment plant site. It's our second one. And that relates to a discovery upon construction on the site that there is a structural girdle, if you will, around the filter building that was put in place to help hold the wall straight because it's a very tall and deep structure. and that had to be removed, cut out. And that was an unforeseen challenge for us, and it added about $20,000 to the job. But it'll be covered by maintenance. I'll go ahead and read this. The Department of Water Resources is requesting the board approve and execute change order number 2, increasing the contract with Workman Industrial Services Incorporated for the Auburn Corners wastewater treatment plant expansion and Troy Oaks pump station upgrade to cover additional costs for the removal of 12 cubic yards of structural concrete and concrete structural modifications in the amount of $19,000, $383.30.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Second?
Mr. DeBoer?
Yes.
Mr. Blair?
So was it Kason?
No, there's no caissons. It was literally a structural concrete about yard deep, yard wide, all around the building, like a girdle.
Like a curtain drain, though.
No.
But it was concrete.
It was concrete,
I know.
a massive concrete structure that we had to, well, the contractor had to mount saws to cut it out.
Sure.
We had to remove it. So, it's good. We're on schedule.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
We have
Okay.
an addition to the chair this time.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the one thing that came up in the last couple of days is Senate Bill 310, which is the state's distribution of the CARES Act funding that came from the state that's supposed to be distributed to the counties and cities that didn't get the direct share. Senate Bill 310 passed several weeks ago. From the Senate, it was approved by the House late last week with amendments. So now it's into the conference committee or any discussions between the House and the Senate. But in the meantime, the Office of Budget and Management has put out the paperwork that you need to send in ahead of time to get pre-approved. So for their application for the grant funding, there'll be a resolution that once it's passed, it'll come before the three of you for approval for taking the money, but at least initially to get this application in so we can get pre-approved. I'm just asking for your approval to allow me to fill out that application and submit it. It was originally due, the paperwork we got originally said it was due by the end of the day today, but if you go on their website, it says it's due by the end of the day Monday.
Okay. And so you'll be handling
So
that
I just,
person?
yeah, it's nothing more than filling. It's silly. I almost feel like silly. I'm just even asking the question because it's really putting the county name in. Who's going to be the contact, and it's not.
Have they given any type of forecast as a potential dollar amounts?
I have not seen any type of forecast as to what it is.
No.
What I've heard is they're going to utilize the same formula that they used for the local government funding. So whatever our percent,
Okay.
I don't know what the total is,
Based on-
but whatever our percentage is for the local government fund is the percentage we'll get.
I see.
And then we have to have, the resolution just will state that we admit that we will only follow the CARES Act rules and only pay for things that the CARES Act allows us to pay for.
Okay. Yeah, I'm comfortable with you moving ahead with that application, so I don't know if you need a motion to do that or not, but
I feel better doing it just that way
Okay.
with an official motion.
I'll make the motion. Second?
Commissioner DeBoer?
Yes.
Mr. Blair?
Aye. Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Any other questions or comments from anybody? Skip? Yes. Skip.
Yeah, I just wanted to make the commissioners aware, the Kiwanis this year in Chesalon have decided not to put on the 4th of July parade due to obvious situation. Because they're an international organization, they have international policies they have to comply with. They didn't want to do that, so I'm in conversation with them. There's going to be a new organization picking that up. So right now, we're working hard on part of that, facilitating that, working to have a 4th of July parade. We may be the only township in Geauga County having a 4th of July parade. As a veteran and a proud citizen of this country, I think it's really important to have an Independence Day as a celebration of the birth of our country and our liberties and so on and so forth. So I'd like to ask for you guys to support it, get the word spread. We're looking for people who are going to be in the parade. People are starting to now let us know that they're interested. It's going to be on State Route 306. We're going to reverse the direction on Normally, we go from St. Anselm's to West G. We're going to go from West G north up to the park, because there's going to be a festival in the park following that.
Should you make everyone walk uphill?
We're going to make everybody walk uphill. Everybody needs a little exercise. They've been locked in their homes, you know, not able to get up. But a lot of people are riding on floats and in cars, so you got to...
So, Skip, who's putting it on? Is it the trustees?
It's not the trustees. I'm actually having a conversation with the trustees about that right now. They're concerned about liabilities and so on and so forth. But there's an organization, Geography Cares for You, that's picking up the insurance. And so they're going to be buying the insurance on it. It's a combination of citizens that are actually doing it. So I'm involved. The conservative women out of Chesterland are involved. The Tea Party's involved. There's a whole bunch of different organizations that are coming to the table now, and some of our local businesses. So Rise and Dine now has said that they're going to provide food in the park during the event. Oak and Embers is now considering that. They got to get some clearance from the partners that own Oak and Embers, so they're providing possibly some barbecue and stuff in the park. Guido's, we're talking to them about providing some pizza, Bada Bing Pizza. You know, this is a nonpartisan. It makes no difference what political persuasion you are. This is a celebration of the birth of our nation. So everybody is welcome from all walks of life in Geauga County. When I leave here, I'm going over to talk to the veterans about being involved, and so on and so forth. So I've been in consultation with our sheriff, with our police department, with our fire department, with the health department. So so far, I've received support from everybody, and so I'm viewing this as a positive. It might be just 5 of us in a hot rod with a flag going up, holding up traffic at 306 for
I think it'll be going
an hour, but you know, I think Independence Day Parade is too important to not have that celebration occur.
I agree with you, and I support your effort on that, and you know, similar to what we're doing with the county fair and continuing that tradition. I think it's important beyond just optics. You know, I think it can still be done in a responsible and safe manner. You know, being outside the fair, and still taking everyone's considerations into thought. You know, so I would support that effort and trying to continue to do that. So I don't know from a county standpoint, but you know, I would certainly personally go to that.
Well, to your point, I mean, we have reached out to the health department. I'm talking to Tom Quaid. And you see people as the governor's opening up the state, people are responsible. And so this is by choice. They're not coming there. We're not forcing anybody to come. People will be showing up by choice. And everybody is responsible. We have people that wear masks. We have people that don't wear masks. We have people that, you know, distance. Some people don't. Tom Quaid's last comments to me, and I'm going to be confirming some of that this morning, was it's outside, it's in the heat, the wind's blowing, you know, so risk is pretty nominal in that environment. And so we're going to take precautions and, you know, advise people to take the precautions they're comfortable with and all that kind of stuff. But it's an important day, I think, and people need to get out. People are so, what I'm hearing from people when I'm talking to them is they're so tired of being cooped up, they want to get out and they want to have, you know, start enjoying life again. So anyway, with that said, I'm just making you aware of it. Everybody's welcome, and if you could pass the word, I'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yep, thank you. Okay, just a couple acknowledgements. We do have, let's see, Geauga County Board of Development with Disabilities Board minutes. Okay, so upcoming meetings. Tomorrow we do have at 11:30, correct?
Correct.
It was at 10:30, right?
We had originally slated it for 10,
Okay.
and it was moved to 11:30.
Okay, so that
Their
will,
policy committee meeting that they had scheduled for that afternoon has been canceled.
okay, for Geauga Trumbull Solid Waste District, so keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll get this meeting done.
I just got a notice from
Jack,
Lisa that they were canceling the meeting.
the policy committee meeting.
Right.
Yes, their meeting was
Oh, the full board,
slated
okay.
before that at 11:30.
Okay. And then we have a NOACA Board of Directors Friday at 9 a.m. And I believe, will that be in person, I believe?
I think they're still doing that both options, whether you can. meet in
Zoom,
person.
Zoom meeting, I think.
Are they doing both?
Yeah.
Is it totally Zoom? Or
That's what I think, but
Okay.
I'd follow up on it.
Okay.
Can you send me the link if there's a Zoom?
Yeah.
On that? So
Sure.
I'd love to,
Yeah.
plug into that.
Family First Council, that'll be at 1:30 Monday. And then we'll be back here, regular session, or no, we're going to be in Building 8 again, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
we're back here.
Okay.
We're here through the end of June.
end of June. Okay, so Tuesday the 16th at regular time, 9 a.m. I think that's about it, unless there's anything else you can think of. None? Okay, any questions or comments from anybody? No? Okay. Motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.